After popular demand, I'm giving in, and today we are building Hogwarts in Bloxburg. That's right, guys. You have been asking for this over and over again, and your wish is my command. I've dressed like my favorite Harry Potter character, Professor McGonagall, although I look a little bit more youthful than her. And today is going to be part 1, the exterior, and next video will be part 2, the interior. So like the Great Hall, all that jazz. Also, just before we get into this build, I just want to say, if I post a few less videos this week, do not worry, I'm still alive. I just have some like really important exams with school coming up, so I've got to be a little study bug, but I'll still be getting a few videos out for you guys. Oh, and one more thing, since a new castle, Hogwarts, is being born today, I don't think 300k is gonna cut it, so we're gonna have to delete my old castle. I know, guys, this is very sad. I love this castle with like my whole heart, and I never wanted to delete it, but if I'm being honest with you, like the inside is basically empty at this point. It's so sad. I've got $1 million. Okay, I'm fine now. And we'll name the plot Harry Potter is dead. Let's do this. So guys, I scoured the internet far and wide this morning when I was on my way to school, and these are the pictures of Hogwarts I found I want to use today. I'm pretty sure this is the front because it has like the boating thing. The first thing we need to do is build the mountain that Hogwarts is built on, and if you're wondering, I'm just using the mansard roof for this. And guys, don't worry if there's little gaps like this because we're going to be placing floor over it anyway, and the floor does come first. But yeah, I think about this big is fine, and over here is going to be, I think, for the Quidditch pitch. Right now, it kind of just looks like a squirrel, but look at how green Hogwarts grass was. Like, they must have had an excellent gardener. So it's like really bright green. The first part that is glued to my eyeball is the bridge. So we're gonna go into pillars to do this. There's no point making it complicated. And you know what, guys? I kind of feel like we could make the mountain higher. Okay, that does actually look 10 times better. And we still do get 3 stories. I think 3 stories is enough. I only just realized how expensive these hills were.
30,000.
So we'll then sketch the bridge, and I'm pretty sure this is where, you know, that professor, I think he was called Professor Lupin, had that chat with Harry. I don't know what it was about, but I remember it. And there we go. So let's start placing in some of the walls. It seems just behind the bridge, there is the first big sort of part of the castle, and I want to try my hardest not to build at diagonals because it just gets very annoying. So I might just have it coming flat across the bridge. Then here is like the first big turret, and then here, as you can see, there's like it's like a cathedral. Is that the Great Hall? I don't know, this feels like a little small to be the Great Hall, but we're gonna add it. Maybe this can be like a classroom or something. Then as we move over here, we have just basically some more turrets, and I feel like here is where we can get a little more free with what we're doing. And yeah, now we'll just wrap it all around. Oh, Hogwarts ain't looking too fresh from the back. It's just like a big lump, really. And then this part here is gonna be the Whomping Willow.
Harry, you do realize what tree this is?
So if you haven't watched Harry Potter, this was quite an iconic scene where basically their car gets flown into a tree and they almost get expelled for it. Whoa. That is a big old Whomping Willow. We'll make it like this big. And then here's where we're just going to stack it up to make it make sense. For example, this turret here is taller than the others, so we will make it taller. And then the rest, I'm just guessing, is 2 stories high. Some is even 1 story. This looks really cool. And hey, Whomping Willow poking over here. Now, you may notice, Reese's, this looks like it's levitating right now. It's turned into Dua Lipa levitating. I actually wanted it to be a little bit poked out so we could have the castle built properly into the mountain, just like it is in the film and the pictures, etc. Next up, we need to color the walls. I feel like the concrete is so boring, but this is literally what it looks like, guys. So we'll just make it like a lily white color. And how weird, guys, my friend called Lily just messaged me when we made this a lily white. Ooh. But I want each and every one of you right now to comment down below your favorite Harry Potter film. And if you've never watched one, just comment, ain't watched it, mate. Next up, it's time for the roofs. And I can't believe we've already spent 100 grand, guys. Look, how is this 100 grand? That is just telling us everything we need to know about Bloxburg prices. So the pyramids so these are really easy. Like, I literally did that lickety split. But however, look at these. Over on like the squares, even the squares have turrets, guys. When you're building on an angle, look at how hard it is to get it even. So we will use that on some, but we will have to use a combo of these roofs, sadly. And did you know, if you can't find the arrows, press R and it spins them round. It's really handy, actually. And where I can, oh yeah, baby. This is what I'm talking about, the mansard roof.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
But I think that's genuinely really good, considering this is Bloxburg. And voila, Hogwarts is done. Thanks for watching. No, I'm joking. This is an amazing start though. So now we need to make a way to actually get up to the damn thing. Because right now you're going to have to use some sort of Elasto-Woman spell to get all the way up here. So I reckon having stairs like trickle down the side here. I kind of wanted them to be built into the mountain. And as you can see, they're not lining up. So I'm going to resize the stairs instead, guys. A lot of you guys didn't realize that you could actually do this. And neither did I till the other day. Then I'm just going to shove a bunch of stairs inside of each other. And yeah, that looks really good. Oh, what's my camera work doing there? And once again, guys, if this isn't 100% perfect, we've just got to remember I'm in Bloxburg right now. Like, this is not Minecraft where I can place things wherever I want. So now we have a way to get up to the top of this. Let's start building some of the windows and stuff, like what you're actually going to be seeing, because this is such a detailed building. Like Hogwarts, look how many windows for a start. So I'm going to be using the factory windows, and I think they just look really good like this. And we're going to switch them up over on this great hall cathedral sort of area. I'm going to make ceiling to floor glass ovals, kind of like I did in the castle I sadly deleted at the beginning. Now, while I'm adding these windows, I just want to talk about school a little bit. It is coming March time, June time, that kind of time. If you guys are in school, which I'm assuming most of you are, you will know that is when exams happen. And for me, it is the same. I am still 17, so I have my last really set of exams to do. This week, we have some really important mocks, and I've just got to smash them out the park, guys. I will let you know what I get. But yeah, so if I post a few less videos around these few months, just know it's because of my exams. Anyway, over here, I decided to add these ovals with these small windows. Absolutely love that. And I don't know, the white really doesn't feel like Hogwarts. I mean, I am just playing around with colors now, but actually this gray with the white, I think I can live with that. And then yeah, I just went absolutely a mental chicken oriental with the old windows. Let's go ahead and add the pine trees and then the Quidditch pitch. So the kind of mystery of Hogwarts is that it's covered in trees. Do you know what's weird? Why does some of these roofs let me place trees and some don't? Wait, what? Did you see that, guys? A minute ago, it was saying no. One thing about trees in Bloxburg especially is they are so expensive. There is no reason for this to cost 1,200. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're just taking the absolute mick. And with a dash of color on these, we can now move over to the Quidditch pitch. And oh yeah, forgot about the Whomping Willow over here. Actually, we have Ron's car in Bloxburg, so I might as well add this. I'm actually gonna have to look up Quidditch pitch. And as you can see, yes, it is just behind the castle. Jesus! It is big. And wow, I forgot about all these colorful towers. And you know what? When I think of the Quidditch pitch from Harry Potter, who else used to watch Stampy Longnose? I absolutely loved him. And I just think of the Harry Potter series he did on Minecraft. But yeah, this is going to be the base because it is stripy grass. And I want to use a building hack, which I actually did in my TikTok building hacks, which is a copy and pastable house. Now, although we're not going to be copy and pasting a house in today's video, we are going to be copy and pasting the towers, because since there's like 8 of them, I feel like there's no point in making 8. And I want each of the walls to actually be a different color, so it does look semi-realistic. And then I'm pretty sure we actually have cone. We do. And then if we grab the base, look, copy and pastable towers. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
And so right now, these just look a little random, but if we spice them up with these colors, for example, this one can be green and blue. Well, I've never been this out there with my colors before, but it's one of those builds, you know, it's just one of those builds. And if you're a Harry Potter stan, you will know about the golden snitch and all that kind of jazz. And you might also know it's stored in the briefcase. So we're going to put the briefcase in the middle, and that will open up when the game begins. And then for our Quidditch holes, we're going to have 2 and then 1 in the middle. And I don't know if we actually have like a ring in Bloxburg. If you liked it, then you should have put a ring. Oh, hi. We could use these guys. Actually, that's an amazing idea. And I know it's not 100% like foolproof and perfect, but that actually looks really cool. I didn't think we'd be able to get like a hole in it, you know? In England, we call this bunting. We can have this draped across. That is the Quidditch pitch done. I mean, again, it's basically as good as we can get it in Bloxburg. I like it. We can't forget about adding the trees around the rest of the back, because this is a 360 build, which basically means it's got to look really good all the way around. Next up, if we go into our pictures, water everywhere. One of the most iconic scenes in Harry Potter is when they first arrive at Hogwarts and they are sailing their boat across the river. So I am using shallow pools, guys, but once again, guys, do not call me cheapskate, please. There's no point wasting money where there's no need to. Once again, we'll hide the discrepancies on the side with trees. And once again, we are going to be saying hello to my old friend, the basic shape.
Hello, brother.
I'm going to make very, very small boats. Like, these are going to look pathetic, to be honest. And what even is this? How am I calling that a boat? That looks awful. And I actually really like boats. I used to be terrified of them because when I was little, a boat fell on my head. But I'm fine now. Anyway, I'm hoping we have like a Harry Potter themed flag. Let's put Dobby on there. That is so funny. I mean, we'll have a couple of boats, I guess. So now, guys, it's time to add the finishing touches. For example, just some bridges here and there. So with some final colouring, Hogwarts is built. Well, the exterior of it anyway. So as Professor McGonagall, I should really be waiting on my iconic step to invite you in. So, guys, just before we look around this epic exterior, I mean, Ed Sheeran was right. This really is a castle on the hill. This plot values at, what do you think, guys? What do you think? 503,000. So we only used half the budget, which was $1 million, and I think that's pretty darn good. So how the film started is you swam in and you sort of parked up next to the stairs over here. Then your next step as a little pupil of Hogwarts would be going up these stairs. So eventually, as I said, we're going to have plenty of rooms in here, and this here would be like the entry corridor thing. But we can also look over this beautiful bridge, and I'm sorry, this is just stunning. I can already hear the comments, Reese's, so much of this layout is wrong. Guys, this was just a bit of fun. I've tried to get it as precise as I can, but I know I've missed some things like the courtyard and the other bridges, etc. But in Bloxburg, it's quite hard to get everything right. Now, if we parkour around the side, like I'm in Rainbow Speed Jump, our first little Easter egg is the Whomping Wallow. So if this was real, it'd be smacking us up. And down here, if we go over the bridge, we have our Quidditch pitch. We would open up the briefcase, come on, and let out the golden snitch. Come on, Harry. So yeah, this actually looks really cool within itself. And I'm sorry, I just feel like Anyway, guys, that was part 1. Sorry if this was a short video, but it didn't take me as long as I thought. Thanks to everyone who watched this. Subscribe if you want a part 2, because if no one wants it, then I won't do it. But if you do, then I will. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.